Hello, you are welcome back and thank you for stopping by. Today we'll be drafting a princess dart over laptop, okay? And here are my basic lines. Here is my bust line, my under bust line and my waistline. My vertical measurement, I added ½ inch to each of this line. So now we are going to take our nipple to nipple measurements, divide by 2. My nipple to nipple measurement is 7 inches. Divide by 2, I have 3.5 inches. So I'm going to mark my 3.5 here and also here. On the under bust, I'm going to take my dart and I'll be making use of 2 inches, but I'll be splitting the 2 inches. So on this side, I'll be using 1.5, and on the other side, I'll use ½ inch. I'll do the same thing for the waist. 1.5 and ½ inch. From the bust, I'll go down by 1 inch. I'm going to curve with this French curve from the under bust to that 1 inch. I'll divide here this armhole into 2, and I have 3.75. Go in by 0.5 inch. Then I'll take my bust measurement here. Bust divide by 4. Here is 9.25. So I'll be taking the princess dart line at the bust. So from your bust here, you go up by 1 inch. Then I'll connect it this way. So from here, I'll take ½ inch on both sides from the line. Then I'll draw a line to meet this point here. That 1 inch we went up with. So on this line here, on the last line here, I'll go up by 1 inch. Remember this dart we took here is 1 inch. So I'm going to extend the dart so I won't have any form of shortage. Then you have to blend the hair very well. You can use your French curve or your free hand. I'm still going to extend the 1 inch dart here. Then I have my new armhole. So we are going to take our measurements. So here I'll be taking my bust measurements, and I have 9.25. This is 9.25 plus 1 inch for the dart, and I'll be adding 2 inches for sewing allowance. At the waist here, I have my waist measurement divided by 4 is 7.5 plus this 2 inches dart and 2 inches for sewing allowance. I'll be drafting my overlap before cutting out the armhole and the dart. Before then, I'm going to notch the midpoint here. You open up. So from the midpoint here, I'm going to decide the neckline. I'll be using a neckline of 6 inches. It depends on how high or low you want your overlap to look. So I'll be using 6 inches here. Then by the side, I'll be going up by 3 inches. So I'm going to draft my neckline. Then I'll connect it to meet these 3 inches. I'll be cutting out this part. This is what we have. We are going to be cutting this pattern again. That is for the right side and for the left side. Or you can cut out your dart before cutting another one. So I'll be cutting out my dart. So this is what I have. So now I'll be using this pattern now to cut out my fabric. So I'll be cutting all this pattern into 2. I'll be folding them into 2. We'll be having one on the right side and one on the left side. My fabric is folded into 2. So I'm going to pin the pattern to the fabric for easy cutting. Here are what we cut out. I'll be cutting the lining off camera since it's the same method. And if you are using a fabric that does not require lining, just use your bias to clean up the rough edges. You can decide to pad it, or you can decide to leave it that way. If you are working with a fabric that have pattern, just follow the pattern and cut out. Don't place your pattern the way I place mine. Just follow the pattern of the fabric you are working with and cut it out. So for the back, I'll be using a normal dart, a basic dart for the back. So please share, like and subscribe, and come back tomorrow for the sewing.